Hi everyone, we are now live at today's session about unlocking pelvic floor secrets. I would like to know if there is anybody in. Okay, we're gonna start. I'm so excited to speak today about something that doesn't have enough attention from us. That is our pelvic floor health. If you ever heard about it or ever wondered what the pelvic floor does and why it is so important, you are in the right place today. So we're gonna go through our pelvic floor health and issues, whether you've heard about or today it's your first time you are hearing about pelvic floor health. This session will give you the chance to go inside and maybe if you are suffering of some discomfort from pelvic floor, you could change your life, your approach to overall well-being and your health. Let's start with the basics. So we're gonna speak about pelvic floor. That is a group of muscles that it is at the base of our spine, and it has a great role in supporting our bladder, in supporting our bowel, and for us women, our uterus as well. But what does it do in our everyday life? That is something that we cannot think about, maybe. Well, these muscles are involved in so many functions, actually, almost everything, from going to the bathroom to sexual function, and even how we feel during exercise, for example, or during normal life. You can think about it as the foundation of our core, just like any other muscle in our body, any other muscle group in our body, it needs attention and care. You might wondering about its really importance and maybe how it look like. And so you should think about an hammock or sling that stretches from the front from your pelvic bone till the back to your tailbone. So you can imagine how many function, how much important it is for our body and for our health. This hammock is made of a group of muscles, as I said, including connective tissues and layers of muscle that not only support our organs, but they also help us control the release of urine and feces, as well as they play a super important role in, for example, sexual satisfaction as well. So understanding all of this can help us to visualize why this group of muscle is so important. So regarding the common issues that can affect our pelvic floor, we should speak about now what happens when something goes wrong with it. So many of us may experience, for example, strong period pain or chronic pelvic pain, or maybe pain during sexual activity, or lower back pain as well. These are all symptoms of pelvic floor dysfunction. These are all signs of a pelvic floor dysfunction, that something is not working properly. So in this case, think that you are not alone. Trust me, because millions of people, millions of women worldwide especially, suffers from pelvic floor dysfunction, and maybe they are not always aware of this. These issues obviously can be frustrating, can be embarrassing, but they are not something we should have to live with forever. What is fascinating about pelvic floor muscles is the connection to so many parts of our body. So many parts of our body that are important for our overall health, as I said. For example, did you know that pelvic floor dysfunction can lead to issues like feet pain? I didn't know before, for example, or even digestive problems as well, because everything is interconnected. So we should think about our pelvic floor like central for our core stabilities. And this affects how we move, how we breathe, how our posture as well. So by taking care of it, we are actually investing in our overall health and well-being. Sometimes we don't think about that because these muscles are invisible to our sight, but we give some attention just in the moment where a dysfunction or something related to this group of muscle came out. So why we should care about our pelvic floor, because ignoring these issues can lead to more serious problems down the line. The good news is that there are ways to take care of our pelvic floor, and it is never so late to start. So obviously, the earlier you begin, the better your chances of preventing more significant issues in the future. But it is never too late. So I'd like to share now a bit about my personal journey. I started to suffer from pelvic floor discomfort that was exactly when I was super young, strong period pain that were able to stop my day as soon as my period arrived. I was not able to do quite anything, and until I became a yoga teacher, it was quite impossible for me to understand what it was happening, and I struggled for a lot of years. But then when I became a yoga teacher, I was able to study, to go deeper in some issues regarding the pelvic floor, and more when I specialize in pelvic floor health. And I understand what that means. I mean, it was not just physical pain, but it affected my confidence, my relationships, and my daily life. But it wasn't until I started to learn about and focus on this area that I began to see improvements. It was not easy, and it was not done in a couple of days, but during my years experience and study experience together of my yoga teacher journey. That's why I'm so passionate about helping other people understanding first why they should care about their pelvic floor. And I can tell about any other stories about people that I've been working with during my yoga experience as a teacher. So I can remember about a woman that came to me after struggling for several years from pelvic floor dysfunction that was actually incontinence, and she was like it was impossible for her to do quite everything, and she assured that she was able to live with it forever because she was not able to find any solution. But through targeted exercises and breathing techniques, she was able to have a better understanding of her pelvic floor, and she was able to work on her pelvic floor together with the yoga we were practicing, or the breathing techniques as well. So now she's living a more comfortable life. But she's not the only one that I've helped with pelvic floor dysfunctions. And it's not me, it's me through yoga and meditation and breathing techniques as well. So now I'm trying to help as many people as I can through my experience. And today I take this opportunity to talk about what we can do. We can start today to start caring about our pelvic floor, because simple things are so important, like paying attention to our posture, for example, that is so important, or starting to practice mindful breathing, being aware of our breathing, being aware of our engagement of our pelvic floor, that is our core. So our pelvic floor muscles, all of this could make a huge difference to start this journey through a pain-free life if our problem is this chronic pelvic floor pain. And it's not just doing exercises. Sometimes it's simply listening to our body about how to learn to strengthen those muscles as any other muscle in our body, but being able to understand when it's needed to relax them as well. Consistency is actually the key, and even small steps can lead to significant improvements. In the next session, we will go deeper into specific exercises that can strengthen our pelvic floor and can relax those muscles as well. And we could discuss as well about our lifestyle choices are important as well, like not just diet, but stress management, and even how do you sit, for example, because most of us are sitting quite the whole day at work, for example, and even just this, how do we sit during the whole day can affect our pelvic floor health. So make sure you will tune in the next live session that actually will be at the same hour tomorrow, Friday, and Saturday as well, before the big event of the free masterclass on Sunday at 7 p.m. So I'd wait if there is someone that maybe gonna ask any question. A couple of minutes. It seems there are no questions for today's session. I hope someone tomorrow gonna join and be a little bit more curious than today. So let's gonna see tomorrow again. Thank you very much.